what we will do is I'm just going to the CMC platform. Okay, so let me take you guys through again about how to enter a trade. The market has been good to us today. I don't know how many people of you banked money. If you are still in trade, don't worry, you are getting the overnight interest paid, so that's good. So when you are going into a trade, when you are entering a trade, at the moment, I think we will look at Australian dollar, Japanese yen, to see how the chart is going. So with that one, you just click on this little round on the side of the currency pair, and then you open your chart. It's on top of the 60 SMA. It's kind of dipping down, so I will just wait a little bit to see the outcome of this. So let me go into another one. Okay, let's try NZD-JPY. This one is quite good. If you're not in trade at the moment, you can buy this one. So by buying, you just click on the blue arrow facing upwards. You click on it. A little pop-up window will appear. So you put in £1 per point, and then the stop loss, we put in 250, and then the take profit, we type in 20. Then we click on confirm and confirm again, and it shows that our order has been bought. So what we do after is to check on our position. To get a position, you just click on account, and then it will come up with a position. You select position, and then you will see how the market is doing, how your position is doing. So it's as simple as that. And I'm so glad because a lot of you guys did it when we were having the seminar. So I know everybody now know how to buy. So that is how we buy. You know, if the market is not being on our favor, we leave it. Remember, we have 7 that pays us overnight interest. So we shouldn't dwell on 1 or 2. You look at it, when the market is not in your favor, you sit out. Let's check NZD USD. Okay, it's below the 60 SMA, so we sit out. We don't go into this trade. Let's try AUD EUR. That one is also below the 60 SMA, so we sit out. Let's try AUD CAD. Okay, that one is also under the 60 SMA, so that one too we sit out. You see, it's very comfortable. We are not restricted to make to buy, because if it's not in our favor, we sit out. even if we can get one at the moment, remember the overnight interest is something that we look into. So AUD USD is also below the 60 SMA line, so we also sit out. And AUD CHF is also below the 60 SMA, so we sit out. I think the issue here is a lot of us went in a trade on the Thursday and Friday when we met, and I was told that a lot of people are being kept in a trade still. So the market has started picking up, so it's good for us in a way. So if you are still in trade, don't worry, don't panic. It will definitely turn into your favor. Okay, so the good news is by the next day you know that you've been paid your overnight interest, so it's very good. So well done. So I think we will move on to the trading diary. So when you are filling the trading diary, all you have to do is go to history. History will let you know what you've been doing so far. So with history, you'll be able to fill up your trading diary correctly. So now I've opened my history. What I do is go to my trading diary. And here all you have to do is put in the your currency pair that you've just been in, and I believe the one that we've just been in is the NZD JPY. So we've put in NZD JPY. We just type NZD JPY, and we bought, so we put in the next line as buy, and then the stake that we went in was 1, so we put in 1, and then we put in today's date, which I believe is the 30th of July 2014. We can't put in the exit date because it hasn't exited us. And then the next one that we do is the price. So with the price, again, when you look at your history, you can see that the price that is giving us is 87.28. So you put in 87.28. You can bring the last digit or you can leave it out, it doesn't really matter. And then we look at the stop loss, and the stop loss number it has given us is 84.79. So again, we go in and we put in 84.79, and then we look at the take profit number that it has given us, and it's giving us 87.49. So again, we type in 87.49, and then the next is the capital invested. The stop loss that we went in was 250, so you put that one in. And then the next line, because we haven't banked any money, we can't put any profit or loss there. So we move on, and then we go to what we are using. So we put in the 60 SMA. So if you type in 60 SMA, that is the trend that we use, isn't it? And then it's a 1 day, 1 hour, sorry. The duration is 1 hour, and the platform that we use is CMC markets. And then obviously the time that we bought and the date, the time was at 8:08 today. So we just go back and put in 20:08 and today, which is Wednesday. Simple. You've done your job. You know, it's very, very straightforward. Just use the history to fill it. When it has made you money, you just come and put the money to your profit or loss section, and it automatically calculate your percentage for you. You know, so where to get a price, you find it from history. Stop loss, you find it from history. Take profit, you find it from history. Then obviously you put the amount in there which you've invested. That will be your stop loss, the number that you put, the figure that you put at your stop loss section, which is £250. And then the duration is 1 hour. Platform is CMC, and obviously we are using the 60 SMA. You put the time and the date. It's very, very simple. I must also say, when you get up in the morning and you check your platform and you've been paid overnight interest, all you do is you come in, you put your holding cost. I think it's called holding cost. So you just put your holding cost. You don't put anything at buy, you don't put anything at stake, you just put the date. So holding cost, and then the date is obviously it will be overnight. So you put the 30th of July 2014 to the 31st of July 2014. You put that there. That will be from the next line. So I'll just put in for you guys to see. So I'll put in holding cost. I will not put anything at where it says buy or sell. Neither would I put anything where it says stake. Then the date, if for example they've been paid me from last night, I will put like last night's date, which will be today obviously. So 30th of July 2014, and then it will be 31st, which will be tomorrow, hopefully, 2014. And then I won't put anything at price, neither would I put anything at stop loss or take profit, neither would I put anything at where it says invested money. The amount that they've paid me is where I will put where it says profit. So if I've been paid, for example, £1.10, I'll just type in £1.10 and I'm done. You know, that's all. That is all how you do your holding cost. Holding cost just need only 4 things. You type in the holding cost, the date from yesterday, and then the day that you've been paid, and then the amount that they've given you. That's it. That is holding cost. That is how you fill up your trading diary when you've been paid a holding cost. Yeah? Any questions? Please just type in and then I will answer you. Okay, Sarah, thank you. I guess you've got it. Everything is okay, I believe. Okay, perfect, Sarah. And then I think Sandra is also doing well. Okay, Gavin, no questions. Good. So far, so good. How about you, Mercy? Can you hear us? Okay, that's good. Mr. Fella, is there any question? Oh, Sandra, you're doing very well. I like that. Keep it up, please. It's very, very good. Well done. Okay, it seems that everybody is doing well. So let's move on to successful trade management. You know, we all want to make it, but the most important aspect of forex trading is learning how to manage your profits and losses. If you don't want to risk or lose all your money or fail as a trader, then it's important for you to learn how to manage your overall accounts as well as your profit and losses. Then the second key ingredient to your success is learning how to think like a successful trader. As we've been through this before, there's no way when you are coming in front of your computer you feel the panic of loss. Then obviously that is what you will see. When you're coming in, have a positive mindset. Believe that, look, even if the market is low, if you are even under 150, 160, 170, you know that, look, it will definitely bounce in my favor. If you have this kind of attitude, there's no way you will lose money in the forex market. You will not lose market in the forex market. Think of trading as a business, and like any businesses, you want to make money. And so you have to do general business practice like planning for risk. That is why we've put in place a bigger stop loss amount. The stop loss is up £250 and we have £1 at a stake. Even if the market is going down almost to our 250, we can always increase it. We can always modify and increase our stop loss. Maybe I should show you guys how to modify and add a fund to your stop loss, just in case the market is going against you. So I'm just going to show you guys right now. Okay, so for example, if I come back to my positions and I've seen that the NZU, let's say for example the NZU is in a red or in under of £170 or 180 or £200, all I have to do is modify it and add more funds to my stop loss. And in order to do that, when you're on your right hand side of your position, you will see a little white box. It's like a gear before the red cross. You just click on it and then a little window will pop up and you just highlight your stop loss amount, and I can type in, let's say, £300. After I finish typing in £300, all I do is modify and then modify again, and my job is done. So when I go back to the gear, you can see that the stop loss is no more 250, it's £300. So it has modified for me, so there's no panic. Another way of minimizing our risk is actually having a bit of money as a backup. That's why we've given you, I will go through the radical trader with you in the next line, so that you can fit your trading on your radical trader. Is very, very important. So if any question about how to modify your account, please let me know so that I can go over with you once more. Okay, we will go through again, Sarah. Okay, so I'm taking you guys through again because it needs to be clear, isn't it? So let's go back to the CNC platform again. So you can see that this is the CMC platform. You've logged into your account. You've gone into your watch list. You've come out with your overnight pairs. You've gone into accounts. You've checked your positions. You can see that maybe one of your current pairs is actually a little bit nearer to your stop loss. Remember we have a stop loss of 250 pounds. So if it's getting nearer, we remember the whole aim is for us not to get kicked out with a loss. So all we have to do is to modify our account. So to modify, on your position platform, on the right hand side, before you click the red to close position, there is a little white gear just before the red close. If you can see my screen, all you do is you click on that, a little window will pop up for you. Hello? A little window will pop up for you, and then you highlight the amount. Remember, it's only the amount we are modifying. So you highlight the stop loss amount, and then you type in, let's say 400, and then after you click on modify. You click on modify again, and your job is done. It has modified for you. Again, if you go back to check, you can see that the stop loss amount has been modified to 400 pounds now. This is for us to stay in the game for longer, and then eventually when the market turns into our favor, it will bank our money for us. So it's a win-win. Okay, just for you not to panic. Okay, so again, I will welcome your questions if you are still not clear about it. Yes, Sarah, your AUD USD is 109. You are still okay. Let's check by God's grace tomorrow. If tomorrow is up, for example, 150, 170, 180, or even 190 or 200, we can always go and modify. And I'm trusting the Lord that is going to go in our favor. So don't panic. Are you getting the interest, the overnight interest page? Good, excellent. So I'm very, very happy. Good. So it's good. So I know, make sure you fill it in your trading diary, and it needs to relate to your trading diary. Your CMC platform cash amount needs to be the same on your trading diary. So please take steps, look into it step by step, and fill it out correctly. Okay, well done to everybody. All right, so let's go back to success step. You need to determine your risk amount. which we've done right now, which is 250, isn't it? So that is, let's say, how much you are willing to risk. And before you get into the trade and stick with that plan, no matter what happens, you need to stick with that plan. Remember, trading is a business, and every business there will be risk of lose and all these kind of things. But the good news with us is we have minimized our risk. You know, we have put in place certain measures that has helped us to be in a trade for longer and get paid. And also we've been able to modify, you know, so it's very, very good. So well done to everybody. And the next step is never be afraid of taking profits. It's very, very interesting. That is what you remember. I said, even if I see £1.5, I bank, I take, I close, I go in again, I take. At the end of the day, like today, I have been taking £1, and that £1 that I've been taking, it has given me just £48.80. Just, you know, I came on from 10 o'clock, and I've been taking £1, £2, £1, £2, £1, £2, and it has given me £48.80 just for today. You know, and the day is still young, because remember, it's 24 hours the clock with the Forex market. So if I'm supposed to sit on it every single time, I went for a walk, I took my doctor for a walk, I've been to kitchen to cook, I've done all that. So I wasn't even sitting in front of the computer like every single minute, because I am not a day trader. But the moment I come on and I see the potential, I take it. You know, so I've been taking little, £2, £3, £4, £5, £2, £3, £1, 80p, 90p, £1, £1, and but I've just been putting everything together, and so far it's £48.80, almost £50 a day. You know, so that is why I say never be afraid of taking profits. If you find yourself getting out of the trade at a profit and the trend continues, then let the other traders out there fight over the last part of the move. At least you have made a profit, which is a lot better for your account balance than making a loss. So any little green that you see, take it. That is my advice. So well done. If you continue to worry that you are missing out on profits after you exit, then you could design and test a re-entry technique that you can build on some confidence around. You know, it's very, very, it's good when you think like you can just re-enter, or you could just put a take profit of £10. You can bring the £20 to, let's say, £10 or £8, and then you can go out and do other things, and you know that definitely it will bank that money for you. It will definitely bank that money for you. If you find yourself making profit on a daily basis, then it's going to be very difficult to lose money on a long term, you know. So we are not planning to lose money on the long term, you know. So carry on doing what you're doing. I'm sure a lot of people, your account has grown, so it's very, very good. And then let's keep it that way. Let's keep it that way. Remember, with Forex, you can't have the mentality of losing. You're already a winner. The fact that you are following this step by step, you're already a winner. The good news is, at least let's achieve the minimum of the 10% that we want for the month, and it's easily achievable. Minimum of 10%, you know, minimum 10%. You can achieve 20, 30, 40% on a month, a single month. No bank will pay you that, you know. So you can get your money quick, and that is all. That is what we all want. I'll just check if there's any. Good, Sarah. Good. Thank you for doing that. Any little helps. I call it Tesco's. Any little helps. Anything that you see, you take. Anything that you take. So it's very, very good. It's very, very, very good. Can you hear me now? Was I talking to myself? Because the volume of mine just went. Okay, so now I'm moving on to one of the most important of the trading, and that is the radical trader strategy. We have kind of amended it. Remember, on that day we couldn't really give out. We've amended it, and This is if you are going on live and you are starting a capital of, let's say, 200 pounds or 300 pounds or 400 pounds or 500, 700, 1,000 and above, 2,000, 3,000 and above, 4,000 and above, or even 10,000 pounds. You know, anything that you are starting below 500 pounds, we all know that is going to be 0.5 as in stake. Instead of putting 1, you will put 0.5. Instead of putting 1, you will put 0.5. And then your stop loss, if you are starting with 200, it will be 200 stop loss. That is the amount we are risking, remember. And then if you are starting with 300 to anywhere to up to 500, it's 250. 250, you know. And then take profit anywhere from 400, your is 200 as a take profit, as a stop loss risk, you know. And then we will do 2 trades. The take profit for the anything from 200 is 10 pounds. When we are starting a capital of 400, it's still take profit 10 pounds. But the good news, we go into 2 trades. If you are starting with 300 pounds, it's 250 stop loss. A take profit is 10 pounds. And we go into 1 trade. If it's 200, it's 200 stop loss, 10 pounds take profit, and we stay in 1 trade. This is very, very important. You know, it's just not a figure that we've come up with. It's a system that we know that in a certain day, one particular currency pair can rise to this amount and it can fall to this amount. So we've sat down and we've gone through single one of them day by day, day by day, day by day. And we know that if you are starting a capital of, let's say for example, 500 pounds, and then you go in at £1 per point, and then you put 200 pounds as a stop loss, and they take profit of 20 pounds, and then you do 2 trades, it can wipe you out. And we don't want to lose money. Remember, our profit target for the month is 10% a month. But we know that if you are starting with, let's say, 500 pounds, and you put a stake of 0.5, which is 50p per any moment it rises up or it comes down, and you put a stop loss of 250, we know for that day the market doesn't drop 500 points down. We know for a particular day, the market do not drop 500 down. So you will still be in trade. Even if your account is under 210 pounds, you are still in trade. Don't panic. It will come back into your favor. Yeah? But if you decide to not follow this radical trader and you do your own thing, and let's say you're starting with 500 pounds and you are in 3 trades, and your stop loss is 200, my dear sister, you get bent, or a brother, you get bent. It can wipe you out clean, and we don't want that. So remember, we've taught you this. Remember, please, because when you call me and say, Sister Joe, I've lost money, the first thing I'll ask you, how many trades are you in? If you tell me you are in 2 trades, I'll ask you, what's your stop loss level and your point per pip, and before I can even jump in. If you've gone and done your own thing without following the radical trader strategy and it bends you, you need to take responsibilities. Then I can only comfort, and then we can restart, but there's nothing I can do anymore. So please, let's stick with this and let's make money out of this. You might say 10 pounds is nothing, but in time, remember, we are in it for a whole month. So even if a day you are getting 10, it's a lot of money. You've reached your 10% a month. Come the next month, we add all your winnings onto your capital balance, and then we start with that one also. So that is the power of compounding, the strategy. So you are not just going to be stuck with 200 pounds. Obviously, with any winnings that you make, come next month, if your account has grown from 200 to 350 pounds, we use that 350 pounds and move on. The following month, if your account has grown into 500 or 600 pounds, it's what we do. Remember, we have to stick with this. If you want to make money, let's stick with it. So I don't know how much capital amount that you start with. That is if you are going live. But I'm sure when you're about to go live, you will talk to us, and then we'll be able to go through again with you. Is that a good deal? Thank you very much. Any questions? Okay, Sandra, let me know. Oh, thank you. When you say loss, I don't understand. You mean when your account is under or actual loss? A single trade, your single trade, if let's say you are in 2 trades and you are in AUD USD and NZD JPY, you just look at a single trade. If that single trade is going above the 250 stop loss that you put in, then we modify. If that is what you meant by a total loss. Oh, okay. Well done, Sarah. Remember, it's always your single trades. It's never all together. Because some of them, if you're in 2 trades, one could be, let's say, under 60 pounds. The other could be under 180. Obviously, we will focus on the under 180 than the 60. So with that 180, that is what we will modify and add more funds to the stop loss. Thank you too. Well done. Is there any question from any one of you? Okay, thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Sandra. Okay, so you save all your questions for the next one at the same time at 8 p.m. next week. So thank you very much for everybody that were able to attend. If you need anything apart from this, if you can't wait till next week Wednesday, you can always call us. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.